Hey everybody, how's it going? My name is Adam, aka Cincy Flipper, and if you're new to the channel, I am a very part-time reseller. I sell pretty much everything that I can think of that I know about. So, thank you for joining me on this thrifting journey. So I've adapted a couple of new methods recently where I've been doing the recommended by Chase After the Right Price 5 items per day, setting my drafts. So I've been constantly listing the last couple of days, but that's left me with a bit of an issue. I have almost nothing sitting in my death pile right now. The table is pretty much cleaned off, so I need to do some sourcing to get some more things to list to get this holiday season rolling. So let's head into this thrift shop and see what I can get. Let's go! Now, one of the things I do, I will buy consoles only and repair them or use them for parts. I can get a good price on them, but 15 for non-working, nothing. I'm gonna pass on that guy. So didn't find anything to resell in that Goodwill trip, but I did find a couple of cool things for the game collection. So let me show you what I found. All right, so all their video games were $3 a piece. I'm trying to get as complete GameCube collection as I can. So found Rocket Power Beach Bandits, X-Men, the official game for the GameCube, both for the GameCube. And then this is the last Gears of War game I needed, Gears of War Judgment. I also found another t-shirt for myself. As I am, as you can tell by the video game collection, I am quite a nerd, so best dad in the galaxy. And then this works perfect because of my 2 blonde babies, so I just had to grab that for $3. So just finished up at Salvation Army. I had a quick run-in trip. The only 2 things I got to resale were this pair of Jordans. I'll put some sold comps up on the screen. They look to be doing pretty good. They're in pretty rough shape. Got some peeling on the sole there on the bottom, but I think I can still get like maybe 40, 50 bucks out of them. Here's the other one that I don't, oh yeah, this one had the really bad sole. Should be able to still listen for about 40, 50 bucks. They're not terrible, but they're not in the best condition. And then this happened on the way out. She was wheeling up a cart of electronics. I saw Sony VHS player, so I didn't look up any comps or anything in the store. I think this one with just the VHS tape deck goes for about 50 to 60 as long as it works. I paid $5 and it came with the remote, which you don't really see very often. So works out for me. So it was $7 for the shoes, $5 for the VHS player. Should be some pretty good profits on those. So the last part of this video, it bounces off the intro where I was running low on inventory. I don't have much to list. Like, look at my death pile. It's nothing. Like, this is what I have right now. I have a DDR dance mat, Mr. Potato Head, Guitar Hero thing I need to test out, keyboard I need to test out, and that tablet I need to reset. Everything else is either stuff for me or just stuff that's not really worth selling that I picked up. But the best place to go to restock your inventory is the bins. And of course, you know, I had to check out the bins. Unfortunately, the lady who doesn't let me film in there was there, so I didn't get any clips, but your boy's good on inventory now. Let's check out what I got. Also, I officially reached pro status and had to get myself a ring light so I can get some better lighting. I've made it, mama. So the first thing I'm going to go over are these two He-Man 1980s play sets. Captain, wow. Castle Grayskull. I didn't watch He-Man a lot as a kid, so leave me alone. Castle Grayskull, Snake Island play sets. The Snake Island one has a voice changer, which works. Comes with the snake, the door. I have the door for that in there as well. These comp out pretty well. I think about 30 to 40 on this one. And I think like 60 to 70 on that one since it's working. So not too shabby pickups there. And you know, where there's castles, there's figures. So let me get these unbagged and show you all the He-Man figures I got. So these are all the accessories that I found with the He-Man toy kits. Like I said, I got the door, which that on its own sells for about $20, $25. So I might just sell that individually from the castle, but I haven't decided yet. And then a couple of the figures, like I said, I don't really know He-Man very well. I know that's Skeletor. I know he's like the main bad guy. I don't know who these other three are. But I had to hit up the ever amazing Ready, Set, Resell.
What's up, guys? It's Ben.
To see if these were decent ones, because you know he loves these 80s, 90s toys, and he said, dude, that's awesome, get them. So I grabbed them. This is everything I came across here. I haven't comped out anything of the figurine set yet, but this should be a good amount. For everything that I'm going to show you from the bins, I paid $21.85 for. So I know the big joke with the reselling industry is avoid VHS. My hair looks terrible. Avoid VHSs at all costs. Disney, whatever. For some reason, the market has completely changed on VHSs, especially sealed and horror VHSs. Even if they are used condition, horror VHS movies can bring you in a ton of money. So I got a stack of VHS tapes. They had an entire bin full of just VHSs, some sealed, some not sealed. I grabbed pretty much what looked cool to me and what I thought would resell for pretty well. So I'm going to show the video and then what I have it listed for, because I haven't really comped out anything that I picked up, except for a couple things that I'll show in a little bit. But I got this demo Mustang VHS. I'm going to try to slap the listing over my face so you don't have to look at that. You can look at the beautiful movies. I mentioned horror. We got Fright Night. And one thing I remember about this one specifically, there are some that have a red border around without the red border. This one's a little bit more rare, so I think this one might be worth a little bit more money. The Walking Dead. We got Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan in Joe versus the Volcano. I don't know, I just saw old Tom Hanks and sealed, so figured why not? Go ahead and grab it. The Abyss. This is an early James Cameron movie, so figured it might be worth a little bit on that. This one is a personal one for me. I'm collecting VHSs I loved as a kid and growing up. So I now have an unsealed and a sealed copy of Lord of the Rings. I don't think these are worth very much, but like I said, these are more nostalgia pieces for me. So this next one is another piece for me. That's the thing I love about thrifting, is I can find stuff that I really like to collect and hang on to for pretty cheap prices, especially in the bins. One of my favorite TV shows of all time, Futurama Volume 2 on DVD. I found a bunch of these at Salvation Army a couple weeks ago, but they got rid of half price day, and $6 a piece is a good price, but not really what I wanted to pay for it. And by the time I went in on, so they did start doing media half price on Wednesday, so I went back on a Wednesday, but by the time I got there, they were all gone. So I'm trying to piece this together, so I got at least one copy for myself. So you guys know I love reselling sporting goods, especially tennis rackets. Tennis rackets are a really cool thing to sell. This is one of the higher end models, Babolat. This is like the Titleist and Ping of the tennis world. You see it does have some string issues and it has some scraping issues there on the top, but it has a really good grip, a really good replaced end. This is one of their lower end rackets, unfortunately, so I'll only be able to list this for about maybe 40 to 60 because of the issues on it. but for what I paid for, it's still a good turnaround, and it's a really high-end brand, so it should sell pretty quick. Next up, we have a Star Trek phaser from 1994. I didn't see before I bought it, but it is missing the battery cover, so I'm not gonna be able to test it, but in untested condition, I think I can still list it for about $10, $15, because that'll look cool just for a Star Trek fan, even if it doesn't work, just to have it setting on their shelf. Pretty much anytime I see a Sony remote of really any kind, I grab it without looking it up. These DVD remotes, I think, go for about 10 bucks all day, every day. So good bread and butter item. So this is kind of an obscure piece of video game merchandise. This is a Lego Dimensions base stand. This is what, basically it's one of those toys to life items where you scan that little NFC tag and it appears in the game. So this is for Finn from Adventure Time. Just this little disc usually goes for about $20, $25. It's one of the more harder ones to find because it was a low print run. So that's just something that I had in the back of my mind that I saw. I found a couple different Lego figures. None of the figures ended up being worth anything. There was a Batman and then like a Lego Chima one, but this base stand is gonna be good enough to sell. Got myself a couple of old Game Boy books. I got a Game Boy Advance SP instruction booklet, 2 of these precaution booklets for the Game Boy, and then a Madden 2004 for the Game Boy Advanced, and Top Gear Rally for the Game Boy Advanced. I think those should be about $5 to $10 a piece on all those little booklets, and they weigh almost nothing, so good little pick up there for someone to complete and box those games. Another good little bread and butter item are these rechargeable batteries for battery packs for RC cars. It didn't have the actual battery with it, but I think this will still go for about $10 to $15. And last but not least, this is the coolest piece I found. It is staying with me because I've been wanting one for a while, and to find one at the bins is just incredible. You don't find too many video game items, especially ones like this, at the bins. I think they pick through those a little bit better and send them to their stores. But obviously someone dropped the ball because I found a Wavebird GameCube controller, and even more impressive, I found the receiver. So the controller by itself sells for about 30 to 40, especially this is in, where's my camera? This is in mint condition, especially for being at the bins. And then the receiver goes for about 50 to 60 on its own. So just the fact that I was able to find these at a thrift store, let alone the bins, is pretty amazing. But I needed one for my GameCube, so it is staying with me. So thank you guys for hanging out, listening to me ramble on and on. This inventory problem is solved for the moment, but I'm going with the chase after the right price method of listing 5 items a day. So I am quickly going to run out of inventory again. So I'm planning on hitting the bins about 2 or 3 times a week now. Along with my normal thrift stores, they're getting a bit busier now that all the yard sale people are coming inside. So the bins, I think, is going to be my place to go. But thank you guys for checking out the video. There were some pretty cool finds this week. I'm really excited about these bins finds, especially that GameCube controller. If you like what you saw, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And thank you guys again. Have a good one. Bye.